Y'all want to get into the movie real quick?
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, I'd like to hear your opinions of it. I thought it was cute when I saw it back in the day, but I haven't seen it recently.
You want me to give the overview, or do you want to, Joe?
Oh,
Oh,
Joe
no.
wants to.
No. Go ahead.
Okay, so we picked a movie from 1995 called Tank Girl, starring Lori Petty, Naomi Watts, Malcolm McDowell. And the scenario is I don't really know what led to the dystopia. Was it a bomb that dropped it? I didn't
Comet.
get. Oh,
It was a
comet.
comet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're basically in 2033. It's a dystopia, and everything is desert, and the water on Earth the market on water has been cornered by a corporation called Water and Power. Is that right?
Correct.
Very generic name. And so they want to control everything, and there's still one sector that they don't control, which is a tiny sliver of land, but has a ton of water underneath it. And so the story is basically about a kind of a group of rebels who are going up against this giant corporate conglomerate. And there's also a group of mutants who have been turned into what they call super soldiers by manipulating human and kangaroo DNA, I think.
It was a couple of different DNAs, actually.
A couple of different ones. And this is based on a comic book by the same name, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Right.
That's correct.
And I really would like to read that comic because
There's several. They're good.
it looks good. But so this movie is basically about that conflict between all three parties, and it's got a lot of cool tunes that Joe alluded to earlier. It's definitely
Very
of its
grunge.
time. Actually, this is almost like an 80s movie to me, with the kind of outlandish, fun of the movie, and how it's goofy and zany and everything like that. And I
Sort of Earth Girls Are Easy type
Yes.
of.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't take itself seriously. I wouldn't call it just straight comedy. It's got a lot of action. It's got some gore and stuff like that in it too, but it's mild, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I think if you're looking for like a fun popcorn movie that doesn't take itself too seriously, it's got some cool cameos in it, and I really like the animation in it. I don't know who did the animation, but I thought that was awesome. It reminded me a lot of kind of the Burt Bakshi stuff, or Ralph Bakshi stuff, I mean, and I liked the comic book panels as well that was interspersed throughout the movie and stuff like that. So that's kind of the outline of the movie.
Is it based on a comic?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the one quick thing is I liked all of it minus the splattering of the comic book panels.
Oh, you didn't like that?
I liked it to a point. There were times when it was just a little bit too much, and some of it didn't seem to have anything to do with like what was going on or anything. They just threw it in there and kind of, well, yeah, it kind of did, kind of didn't, and it was a little bit much. And it looked
What'd
like
you think
there would
about
have
the
been
actual
a lot of
animation
story.
part?
There was like a lot more story with the other girl there and stuff. Or I feel like there might have been like more backstory with that girl just from some of the few panels that I've seen. But
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying I don't like the movie. I like the movie. It was a fun movie. But some of the
Yeah, it's
and
not
like
a perfect movie.
the splashing of the panels, the posing of the posing, just posing. I think she spent like part of half
lot
the
of
movie
cheesing.
just posing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it was fun. Sometimes it was okay. Can we just keep it moving?
Now, what do you think about the animation that was interspersed? Were you cool with that, or was it
Yeah, it
just
was
the comic
fine.
book panels?
It
I
was just
thought it was really neat. I just like that style they used. Now, I will say this. I think Lori Petty was perfect in this cast in this role. But if I had to spend 10 minutes with this person in real life, I mean the person that she's, oh my God, I would definitely jump through a window with a rope around my neck while I'm on fire or something. It would just be, it would drive me crazy. But I thought she was a lot of fun for the movie itself. What about you guys?
I agree.
I mean, considering the age I was at the time when this movie came out, I was in love with Lori Petty.
Did you watch it again for the show, or do you just
I
remember?
absolutely did. I mean, because it's been a really, really long time since I've seen the movie.
Yeah. Does it hold up to
Absolutely.
what you remember? Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it does. I think I've seen it too when it came out. I think I saw it in the theater actually. It's been so long, but yeah, I don't remember much. But seeing it again, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think it's but they don't really make fun type of movies like this with this kind of zany, just anything goes. Very colorful. It's not like all brown and stark and gritty or anything. It's the opposite of that, and I really like that.
Well,
What-
you got to think that instead of like your average movie montages where, you know, like they're doing the coloring of or the painting and the decorating of the
Tank, yeah.
they spice it up a little bit and add those comic panels that
The
Honky
honky hated.
hates.
Well, yeah, it was just seemed excessive at times, and it was like the painting montage went on for a while,
movie
and then
was
there was the posing,
excessive.
then the
Well-
posing on top of the tank for a while, and then there was just
Like-
keep it moving at some point, you know.
The whole game was excessive, but that was kind of the whole movie was excessive, and that was kind of the point of the movie.
It was definitely an exercise in excess. I agree.
But all that being said, I still liked it, and it was a fun movie.
I
And you
really
can
liked the.
say
I enjoyed
that
watching it.
It wasn't a tech movie, but it had cybernetics, it had holograms, it had jets, it had VTOLs. Those were VTOLs. Had genetically modified creatures. It was a tech movie.
I did like those costumes and the makeup. I liked that their ears were kind of like could move on their own, and they put a lot of work and effort into those. It
And you
wasn't
could
just a
still
rubber
tell
mask.
that Ice-T was Ice-T.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that was cool. You know, I would have never seen Ice-T playing a genetically engineered kangaroo human super soldier, but here we are. I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Everybody thumbs up. The 7 of us, including Netminer. All right.
Not as good as Weird Science, though.
Well,
Yeah,
different.
okay. You know, I would argue with you, but you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Wow.